Welcome, everybody, to Melissa Valentine's Nursery. My name is Melissa, and I've been in the doll community a couple years now, and I've been on YouTube maybe a little more than a year. I have not posted recently. I have been busy. I work at night. So anyway, I wanted to inform you guys about something that I have not seen at all in the doll community thus far since I have been in here. So let me give you a rundown, because this is going to be a little bit of a different video, okay? And I feel like it's important for you guys to know that you guys should know this. My friend Sandra from Sandra Frozen in Time Reborns, she will be doing a video with this in it probably when she gets to doing her next video. Like I said, this has not been in anybody's video that I have seen in past couple years since I've been watching. I've been watching reborn videos before I had my first reborn. My first reborn was probably 2 years ago now. So I own actual authentic reborns. Okay, I started with them, and then I did have I started buying some of the Amazon replicas only because they're cute. This has nothing to do with the current issue of the expo. You all will know my position by the time I get done with this. I mean, y'all probably know my position anyway, but let's not get into that. No drama here. This is informative. This is very important for you guys. So I have a mixture of authentic reborns, and I also have a Paradise Gallery, Ashton Drake. This is Amazon silicone. And I have Amazon vinyl dolls. How do I want to start? So I thought one of my dolls, my Maddie sculpt, I thought she was stained. And it was a little bit at the bottom of her leg. Mind you, my toddler Amazon replicas, they have been exposed to outdoors. They have been outside sitting on the grass. They have been in my chicken coop. They have been camping with me. Okay? So they have always been out of this house, outside of a stroller. Okay? Whereas my authentic reborns, I actually put them in a stroller. I'm more careful with them. So back maybe last summer, I noticed my Maddie had a little stain underneath her leg, like right here somewhere, right? So I just chalked it up to maybe, the clothes having a marking on it, right? From the clothes, like the dyes or whatever. Well, then back maybe in the fall of 2023, I took her out. Let's see. Before that, it was still summer. I had her in my chicken coop. We were outside playing. We had Maggie, the Maggie sculpt from the replica. And then, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to where I'm going here. In September, we went camping. I took both Maggie and Maddie sculpts, replicas, camping with me. We went to the lake. We went fishing. They were in my camper. Well, just the stain I thought was getting bigger on Maddie, but I wasn't quite sure. So here comes Christmas time. I'm changing Maddie, and I showed you guys clearly in a video. I was like, look, she's stained, you guys. If you go back to my dressing video for Christmas, I dressed Maddie in there because I mentioned the stain. And I was like, yeah, you guys, she's got a little stain on her. And I wasn't sure if it was growing. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, because you guys, I collect dolls, but I don't play with them constantly. Okay. I work full time. I'm trying to keep my house going. I got a lot of stuff going on. Last week was horrible, busy week. Okay. Moving forward. Here it is, January 2024. And I go in my doll room. This was Saturday night. And I'm like, let me change some of these babies. Christmas, right? Let me get them out of Christmas. And I have a lot of my dolls in a Lindy cradle. And I start picking up Maddie and I notice, oh my God, her stain has substantially spread down both of her legs. And I'm going to show you photos of this soon in a minute. And then as I undress her, since I know it's spread, I quickly went ahead and looked at the doll next to her, which was the Levi sculpt that I got from Temu for like $20-something or whatever, just recently, like last month. And I looked, and of course, the Levi sculpt had a stain on its heel where it had been touching Maddie. So I start removing my dolls one by one. And I noticed, now normally my authentic reborns are completely covered, okay? But the toddlers, I don't really, they got their legs out, whatever. I start going down the line and checking out my babies. Maggie sculpt replica stains. And it's like, I know she was not stained at all. She was not stained. The last time I had her out of this house, I was changing her in the camper in September. That was September, October, November, almost 4 months ago. We went camping. So immediately I take all my authentic reborns, and I had 2 other people with me that night, and I said, please check my authentic reborns from head to toe. Just like assess their skin and make sure that there is no staining whatsoever. So I started doing that, three of my replicas were destroyed. My Maggie sculpt, my Maddie sculpt, and my Levi. My authentic reborns, like I said, I usually cover them completely. Luckily, Sal, he is my most expensive. I mean, this is not the best camera. I'm using my MacBook Pro right now because I don't want to be in my doll room right now. I'm trying to heal that room right now, but I'll tell you what's going on, okay? Let's see, we're about 8 minutes in. Okay, so this one stays in my room. This one has been exposed only when I changed him. And I have not changed him because his clothes are in that room, okay? And then I have these 2 sleep with me, my Paradise Galleries and my Ashton Drake. And then my silicone doll has never really been in that room, just for a brief moment, okay? And I have him in his little thing, whatever. So these dolls, for the most part, are safe. What scares me is the Paradise Galleries and the Ashton Drake was briefly on the couch at Christmas with the other babies. I'm going to keep watching over them. They have been in my room now since Christmas. So, but I'm going to show you guys what is going on with these dolls, what it looks like, okay? I'm not 100% of what it is, but I have an idea. I had to throw out 3 of my Amazon replicas. And you guys, I weighted them with glass beads. I put the angel silk fluff in them. I weighted them just how I wanted them. I threw the babies out with the clothing that they were in because of my idea of what it could be. Okay? So I'm trying to inform you guys. Let me show you guys what I found in my nursery that was spreading on my Amazon replicas. Okay, so what happened? I think because of a lot of the moisture in the air, possibly mold. Now, mold has spores, and spores are invisible to our human eye. They're there, but we can't see them with the naked eye. So they have spread. Spores, as long as they don't grab onto the host, can be removed out of the air. I have air filters in my house because my son's an asthmatic. I moved my 2,000 square foot main air filter that I have in my house. My house isn't even 2,000 square foot. And I moved that big sucker into my doll room, and that has been filtering now for a day and a half. That was my first move. My next move is I took my friend Sandra Frozen in Time Reborns. She has suggested that I take my authentic babies, remove them out of that room. You guys, I'm only down to my silicone that's been in this room. That's a replica, or I don't even know if it's a replica. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. Okay, it was just a silicone doll that I got on Amazon. Okay, only one I have left is my Charlie Temu replica. Okay, that's my only replica I have left. But I have plenty. I do have a lot of authentic babies. Okay, so she has said take the authentic babies and put them all in plastic totes. I didn't have plastic totes. It was Saturday night, late. So I was like, well, I can put them in plastic bags, but then they would grow mold. If it's moldy, I don't know. All those babies were secure. They were fine. They were assessed with nothing on their bodies. So I have taken those babies and dressed them head to toe covered, making sure that there's no exposure on them. I removed them from that cesspool of moldy spores in that room gently, and I have put them separate places in my living room with their clothes completely on them. Okay, because I don't want them to be in that room and spores fall on them. And I'm struggling with, do I keep them in the room and just let spores fall on them if there's a lot of spores in that room, or do I remove them? Yeah, spores may move with them, but I can isolate each one of them, and with them with their clothes on, in time I could see if any of them have any spreading of this. I do not plan on bringing any more babies, as much as I would love to, bringing any more babies into my nursery right now. I also was going to finish 2 babies I have been working on for a month. I'm not going to finish them. I'm not going to work on them. I'm holding off on everything because everything I feel like is contaminated. We are having our own epidemic here with the babies. So I will show you a video where the babies, I at first completely covered them head to toe. And then the next day I decided to take them in the living room and separate them.
That's good. Checked and covered completely. Luckily, Sal and the Paradise Gallery's dolls are in my bedroom.
Okay, so right now, like I say, they're all in my living room, separate, completely dressed. I'm scared to touch them. So I'm letting them sit where they are. I've got one in a bouncer. I've got one in my car seat. I've got one in a little cradle. Then I had no choice but to kind of prop them up, like one on like a cabinet, one, on my sewing machine thing by my table. Like I just put them, and I have them clothed. Some of them still have Christmas. They're going to sit that way for at least a month or 2. I'm not going to touch them. I think a month, because it took a while for me to see this, right? Now, these babies in here, for the most part, I think they're safe, because even though they were on the couch with the other ones, like they were fully clothed, what scares me is maybe the spores were on the clothes, but they have been in here for a month now. So I am watching them. I'm not moving babies around or nothing. These babies are staying in this room for a while. What else? I did order a new Amazon replica last week. Not even last week, days ago, before I even realized that I had this problem. I had to dispose of 3 of my baby dolls. Hannah Banana is no longer with us. Lucy Lou is no longer with us. And Gianna, my newest one, is no longer with us. It was heartbreaking, like we have fun with our dolls. So when I receive this doll next week, my Amazon replica that I am getting, I will be putting this doll in this bedroom with these babies because I don't want the baby to get exposed. Right now, I was debating yesterday, actually, whether I should go with chemicals or vinegar. They say vinegar kills mold. I'm not 100% sure if it was mold. I was terrified to like tear into my dolls and see what it was. I also did not want the spores flying around because it looked like it was in the doll and that it might have spread through contact. Right now, my dolls are on quarantine, and some of them are on quarantine from one another. So I have babies all over my living room, all in separate places. There are no babies in my doll room right now, except the air filter. And like I said, I heard vinegar kills mold spores. The air filter just removes them. If they leach onto a host, they also stay in the clothes. What scares me is I have a toddler drawer, and it was my toddlers that were mostly affected. My Timu baby did not wear a lot of clothes. Like, I took the clothes off of that Timu baby that I had, the Levi Sculpt, and I changed it like one time. But they say it stays in the clothes. So what scares me is I don't wash my toddler clothes all the time. Okay, they don't go anywhere. I'll change them, they'll have the clothes on, and then... So I think I'm going to have to wash all those toddler clothes or get rid of them. Right now they are in a Rubbermaid drawer, and I don't know if I should just get rid of them. You guys, I need your help. I've never had this. I can't even find anything like this online. You guys help me out. Give me suggestions. I really need your help. I felt like this was very important to get on here and spread this message because some of you do take your replicas out. Even if you guys take your replicas out, sorry, that's my dog scratching his collar. Even if you guys take your dolls out, your toddlers or whatever you do, out in your car, and you go outside with them, if you don't have air conditioning in your car and it's a hot day and it's muggy, you guys, that sets you up for moisture. My air conditioned thermostat reads the moisture level in the house. I do know your moisture level has to be less than 50% in your house for it to be approved. My current husband, whatever, we're going through this divorce, he was a mold specialist, and I do know that. I'm really not on talking terms with him, so I can't even talk to him right now. There's orders in the agreement for that. That's besides the point. So like I said, don't know if I want to do the natural route. The door's closed right now. It's got the air filter on. I don't know if I want to do vinegar to kill it or harsh chemicals because my son's an asthmatic. I have doll stuff in there. I use that doll stuff. I've got doll clothes in there. We cuddle with our dolls and stuff. We play with them. So I just wanted to get on here. And if you guys have any advice to help me out, please message me, ask me. I would be very grateful. But I wanted to thank you guys very much. I know this was awkward. The camera quality is probably crud because I'm using my MacBook Pro. And I don't know where to look because I have multiple monitors. And I can't see myself on this one. I don't know. It's really weird. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and share this with you guys. And as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, please give me any pointers if you have any. I couldn't find anything like this online with reborn babies. So thank you. Subscribe, like, comment. You guys know the drill. And love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.